Ooh, give me the skull. Oh, me to tears. Yeah, gotta adjust my wrist straps here. Excuse me, miss. Anybody else?
So, I finally put some time in the new Blade and Sorcery update, and it's so much bigger than I was expecting. That's what she said. I played for 2.5 hours today, and I've only nicked the very surface of what's to come from this update, honestly.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That was one.
Firstly, I want to say I love the fact that I can loot now.
Can we break this? Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, Reginald. Hold on, wait. Can I put you in my inventory? Oh, I can!
Looking for little medals and trinkets to sell is one of the funnest things for me. It kind of gives me something to do where it keeps my hands occupied. It gives me a goal to look forward to. It actually feels like I'm working towards something in the game, even if it's just more weapons, etc. It just gives me something to look for and actually pay attention and absorb the map around me. Or, I don't know, I just love money. Mr. Crab style, for real. Every time I go to sell anything, I get mad, though, because the shopkeeper always lowballs me so bad.
I don't think I'm supposed to sell that journal, but we'll do it anyway. Alright, this is all I got for you. 41?
He never gives me full price back for anything. I didn't care for the fact that you couldn't really tell which outposts you've done so far and the ones you haven't. I struggled trying to figure out which ones I had done or which ones I needed to go and do.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Which one did I do last time? I think I did this one and this one. I haven't done this one.
But only briefly, because then I just loaded into one and gambled. I'm not sure if you can replay them at all or not, but, you know, it was a little confusing and I still don't really understand it. But some outposts even look the same as the other ones you did prior, but they'll be different ones. Like, you can tell the underground will change. And it took me about 3 times loading in until a viewer told me that. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, they're going to look the same on the outside, but they're not. And I was like, what?
Dun da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun dun da da dun. This is the same map we just did on his
Why would
ass.
they do that? But again, I know it's kind of hard to make VR title things, so, you know, if they want to reuse maps and stuff, I understand. It's a little bit different. The physics can be super jank sometimes, but I think it was more of me experiencing frame drops. I recognized whenever my frame rate was a little lower, for some reason the physics got a little worse, and I guess it's because it's like the tracking kind of messes up when you start dropping frames. It starts trying to follow your frame rate, and it just messes with the tracking a bit, so I was dealing with some really weird stuff, but it's not too bad. I know one thing I would recommend you guys downloading is probably some, like, fast weapon mod, where you can, like, swing your blade a little faster or something like that, because ever since this update's come out, I've realized the fact that if I swing my weapon at somebody really fast, it does not want to go. It'll just like, it'll go womp womp and go all weird, and then it'll fix itself. It was a really weird thing to experience in VR, and I hate when games limit your mobility by the actual game instead of limiting it by my mobility. So it was just a little weird, but again, I feel like it's more due to my frame drops. I feel like you won't experience that as much whenever this comes out for standalone VR headsets. So, spoilers, as I said earlier, I did get to the boss that I've been being told about for a few days, because ever since I made that video, everyone was asking, oh, did you see the thing? Did you see the thing? And I hadn't seen it, apart from a glimpse I got when I was scrolling through TikTok one night. And I have to say, they've impressed me with this. I didn't think a boss fight in any VR game would be fun, because that sounds horrendous, but this boss is extremely fun. Running and jumping to grab the little lanterns you swing on was extremely annoying, but it was also extremely rewarding. I think my brain wasn't really working right when I was trying to do that, because it's one of the funnest experiences I've had, especially rewatching. It's even entertaining for me to watch the swinging and watch the fight. The boss is really fun to fight with a bow and arrow, because I think they reworked the physics for it.
Oh, so this just makes it lock on where I actually can hit.
It feels like I was never able to hit a target back in the old Blade and Sorcery days, and now that ever since 1.0 came out, I can actually hit a target spot on. And yes, without the blue flame, don't worry, I know it makes you lock on. Somebody in my stream thought I meant that and was saying that the blue flame is what is super accurate, and he said, oh, the blue flame makes auto lock, stupid. And I was like, bro, like, I know that. I'm talking about the normal one. That made me mad. Anyways, moving on. Killing the boss was extremely relieving because I did start getting really bad motion sickness and a headache. So it gave me a reason to really try hard. Doing anything stealthily in this game, stealthily, sneaky.
Yeah. No. Come on, buddy. Ooh. My bad, big bro.
Doing anything stealthily in this game is super fun until you actually try to stab someone. It won't go in their head due to the physics kind of messing up.
Ignore me. Ignore me. Oh, you fucker.
The knife blade tips can be a little janky, even when you're actually in a sword fight with somebody. If you want to try and stick them with it, sometimes it'll just rub off of them or brush off of them instead of actually sticking into them. It's usually when you don't use enough force, but I wish that was a little different because obviously the sharpness of a blade, it's going to go through the skin. Just saying. I liked the upgrading system and stuff when I first played the game in my last video, but I wish it was a little easier to run across these stones that you have to upgrade with. It feels like you get like one per dungeon, so by the time you actually would get everything unlocked, oh my, dude, you'd put so much time. Because you really do, if you take your time and walk through this map, it's a massive map, especially when you go to Dalgarian, it's massive. So it takes you a good minute to get through it if you want to really soak in the scenery. So yeah, it blows my mind that you don't get like 2 or 3 per outpost. I wish you did. Or maybe I'm missing them. I don't know where they'd be laying other than that chest you find at the same point in every single outpost. But I think it should be a little bit more. That's just a personal opinion. It's not that big of a deal, but I can only be in VR for a few hours because I get really bad headaches and nausea due to the blindness in my left eye. So I definitely wish VR games these days would more expect each session to be only for like 2 hours or so, especially with the Quest 3's battery life. It only lasts about an hour 40 using Airlink, and by that time, I mean, that's literally till it shuts off on its own. The AI feels slightly stupid, as usual, because I used to just run at them full sprint and stab them literally in the face, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Get close. I dare you to get close. Watch this shit. Yeah. You idiot. And stupid. Why would you do that shit, huh? Didn't I tell you? Don't do that. Didn't I tell you?
If you want to make this game really easy, literally just use stabbing attacks. They can't dodge them, and they can't, for some reason they just can't block them. Sometimes if they have a shield, they'll block them, but rarely can they really get away with it because they more of just push it right into their own head.
Oh no, she's gonna move. She's gonna move. I'm gonna get spotted. Yep, I'm spotted. You treesh. Ooh, my bad.
I can't wait to do a playthrough of the story with mods. I'm not sure if you can do that, but I want to. It would be so cool to be able to run around with a lightsaber and do this, or maybe a Dark Souls weapon or something. Running through the map to the boss room felt extremely confusing, just like Dark Souls does. But you know what Dark Souls does have? Graces, or bonfires, whichever you want to go with. And they need it for this so bad. I died to the boss, and I legit had to do a run all the way from the beginning of Dalgarian Outpost. It took me probably 10-15 minutes. I was running full speed, trying to speed run through there, and it took me a good bit of time. 10 or 15 minutes does sound like a long time until you're in VR, hot, sweaty, and sick at your stomach. But I know these things will come as the time goes. This really has me excited for what's to come in the future of VR games, and how much I should expect from them. This truly does set a boundary that, VR games can be quality games, and we should expect more from some developers that are lacking. This is truly the closest we've gotten to a massive story game, other than Half-Life Alyx or Medal of Honor VR. I know there's some pretty good other ones out there too, but this one just stands out. It's cheap, fun, most people have it if you've had a VR, and they have multiple things doing. It's not just a story game. It's a sandbox game. It's everything. It's everything you could want in a VR title. Because if you only have $20, this is the VR game to get. You can do everything in it. You can download gun mods and shoot them. You can mess with NPCs. There's physics to mess with. There's a story to follow. It comes with everything from the get-go. And that really impresses me. And that shows me that even though it takes many years to build something, the more time you put into something, the better quality product you'll get out of it. I'm gonna leave you guys with some funny clips I had from my time playing, so I hope you guys enjoyed.
Come here, you fucking bitch. Damn, Randy Orton. Don't do it. Ow! Alright, watch this. The physics of this game are beautiful. Watch. I'll close that shit again. You see that? And then we already did this bit before, so we're just going to make it quick. Put him in the fire. No harm done. Oh, I'm on fire. That's not great. Please grab that. Fuck. Yep. There that goes. Get hit with a fucking boulder. I'll still stab you in the throat. Come here. Making sure he's good and gone.